Today we're going to have a look at HeatingSave and the way in which it controls air conditioning units. Now, the thing to remember about air conditioning units is that they are driven by electricity, and electricity is 3 times the price of any other energy source per kilowatt hour. So it's very important with electricity that we manage the use of it very, very carefully. So here we have an air conditioning unit running. Because today it's quite warm outside, it's about 24 degrees, and the way in which this would normally be controlled would be with one of these, which is a handheld controller, and all that simply happens if I'm cold, then I switch it off, and if I'm too hot, I switch it on. The biggest problem with systems like this is that people switch the air conditioning unit on and then walk outside and leave the office. They might be gone for a few minutes, they might be gone for many minutes, they might be gone for hours, or even not back that day, with the air conditioning unit still running. Now, the way in which HeatingSave manages this is via occupancy. And if you remember, I've said in previous videos the importance of occupancy as far as heating is concerned. It's also important, in fact one could argue more important, with air conditioning, because after all we're using an energy source which is 3 times the price per kilowatt hour of any other energy source. So the key to better management of energy with air conditioning units is occupancy. So here we have on the wall a occupancy sensor, and the purpose of this is as an input to the HeatingSave system, where the algorithms can work out whether this room is occupied or not. Remember that just because an occupancy sensor is detecting people or not doesn't necessarily mean that that's the occupancy period. There's some clever maths and calculations that take place to determine whether people are really there or whether they are not there. But the important thing is when the occupancy has ceased and people are no longer inside that particular office or room, then the air conditioning unit is switched off and the temperature is allowed to rise.